Yeah, it is another segment of EnterTalk Radio at 2017 Summer NAMM, presented and powered by Pitbull Audio, our good friends over there in National City, but also online at pitbullaudio.com. And we are here today with an incredible company and a good friend of mine who we had on last year. Not quite so early in the morning like we did last year, huh, Johnny?
No, thanks for sparing me. Appreciate it.
But Presonus.
Yes,
All
indeed.
Cool Things Audio, as well as Johnny McAndrew, who is here with us. And Johnny is the guy who talks to gear to all the retailers and makes them realize how cool Presonus gear is. So tell me, Johnny, how's the show been for you, man?
It's been great. We got a bunch of new products to show off. New series of Studio Live mixers, new Thunderbolt interface called the Quantum. So a lot of excitement, a lot of people popping by the booth and asking questions and stuff like that. So it's going as well as it could, you know.
Yeah, definitely. And we're showing a little bit of the conference here, as you guys can see here. Fun stuff. The side view. Got your ear there. There we go. Very cool. And obviously, I'm doing a little live switching here. We're live on Facebook as well as on our website here. So, Johnny, how long have you been with the company now, man?
February is my 13th year, actually.
Dude, you don't look old enough to be working there for their 13 years.
I was a young kid when I got there, man. I was 21 years old,
So that was like 3 years ago, dude. You got
mid-30s, man.
Oh, dude, you got the young face.
It's that humidity in southern Louisiana keeps you young, you know.
It does, and the food.
Yeah, that's something.
I went out, not to get off topic here, but I went out and had some barbecue last night. I can't remember. It was just some Yelp suggestion. It's pretty good, but I understand Louisiana has the barbecue.
It's got some good barbecue. I mean, we cook anything and everything, so it's like we always put our own spin on it, so you can guarantee it's going to be spicy and lots of sauce on it, and all that good stuff.
Kind of like the gear, spicy.
Yeah, that's what it's all influenced by food and music and our culture in southern Louisiana. So it's all part of the magic for sure.
Well, we became really big Presonus fans. We picked up the RM32 AI literally the month it came out, that whatever that year was, November. I remember we bought it. I told my partner, I said, we got to get this thing. This thing is freaking awesome. We seen it at AES that year, and we knew we had to have it, man.
No, we appreciate it. We try to, with any of our gear, we try to make it as multi-purpose as possible. So, a lot of different uses and solutions we try to put into our gear for sure.
Well, we bought it for band and recording because it was a really good multi-channel device for that. But it's actually become our radio studio driving force. Where we're able to mix in multiple telephone conversations, so we can have just as many computers as we can think of to bring people in on it. And tell us, how did Presonus get started? There was a couple of principles that really wanted to redefine the industry.
As far as how did the company get started?
Yeah.
Everything was so Jim Odom and Brian Smith are the founders. They were engineer buddies at LSU, and Jim had been in the business for a long time. He's in a band called LaRue, had a big hit in the late 70s. He's done a ton of soundtrack work and stuff like that. Worked at studio in the country in the 70s. I was out in Bogalusa in southern Louisiana. A lot of, all the Kansas records were recorded there, and Stevie Wonder records and stuff like that. So he'd kind of been doing that thing for a while, and just the music thing in general and engineering and everything. And, he's the type of guy that's like, there was some gear that he kind of needed for a session, and no one made it. So he created a product that kind of solved the problem. And, they started in the garage in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And then, at this point, we're shipping into 80 countries in the world. So
amazing.
But yeah, it started with a couple of guys in the garage pretty much, and someone wanting to solve a problem that no one else had solved.
Well, you're here at the show. I was at the booth. You guys got a cool booth down at the other end. And what are we talking about here? What are you guys showing, and what's some of the new stuff, and what can we look forward to for this coming year?
Well, we got we're getting pretty into the speaker business these days, doing a lot of new speaker models and stuff like that. We got the ULT powered boxes 2 ways, and then we got some air speakers. But the newest stuff, the stuff that most people are excited about, is obviously the new Studio Live Series 3 mixers. All fully recallable.
Yeah.
You can multi-track record to an SD card. No one else is doing that. We created
That's
that
crazy.
technology. Full-blown multi-track broadcast wave files that you can throw into any DAW.
Now, is it got a Studio One technology built into the mixer?
It's not built into the mixer. It's just it's basically a capture file. I don't know if you've ever used capture.
Oh, yeah, capture, yeah.
That one-button recording that we created, but it's a capture file that writes to an SD card. But you can it's a wave file, so you can you pop it in your computer, and then you can bring it. It's all time aligned and everything, so you can throw it into any DAW that you want. But it does. Obviously the Studio Live mixers come with Studio One Artist and Capture, but you can use it with any DAW that you want. The other thing that we're showing is the new Quantum Thunderbolt interface. We're really excited about.
Oh, awesome.
Super low latency, and you're able to cascade 4 of the units and add a couple of Digimax, 8-channel Digimax through ADAT, and basically get 96 I/O.
Wow.
So
Wow.
Pretty cool.
That is pretty awesome. And obviously the reviews have been stellar, but what are some of the people saying about the gear?
People are pretty blown away by the multi-track SD card recording on the Series 3 mixers for sure. I mean, it solves the problem of being able to do a virtual sound check without having to have a computer. So people are really excited about that. Also, we have some really cool, because we're a software company with Studio One, we have really great engineers that are awesome at modeling, hardware and stuff like that. So we have some really cool compressors and EQs, kind of like world-renowned compressor EQ models built into the console. So you basically have like 3 different compressors to choose from, 3 different EQs, and it just everyone's blown away by the sound. Always, our stuff always sounds really good. So, and then the Quantum's been a surprise. We've really it's our flagship interface. It's the best interface we've ever made, and people are really starting to talk about that.
Yeah.
It sounds really good. Great A to D converters, fully recallable preamps and all that stuff, and expandable. So
I use an audio box for just the general, for any audio that goes into my system in my office. So I mean, I kind of overblow the computer. I just wanted to have something really cool, and those are really cost effective.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad you mentioned that. We actually just updated the original audio box USB, so it's now called the audio box 96K. So you can record at 96K. It's got same preamps as the I series. A nice Class 8 preamp. Same price point.
What's that retail at right now?
$99. And then I can't forget about the new line of interfaces, the little Studio 2.6 and 6.8.
Oh yeah.
A couple little, a 2-channel interface and a 4-channel interface. So
that's pretty awesome. And then of course, what you launched last year, which was the AR series.
That's right.
How's that been going for you guys?
It's been great. The key to our success is to find the spot where people are missing out on. So with the AR mixers in particular, there's some features on there that no one else has. You can stream Bluetooth for a mixer that affordable.
Yeah.
You can stream Bluetooth. You gotta
starts at $399. Dude, that's crazy.
Two-track SD card recorder, and it's a USB recording interface that comes with Studio One Artist and Capture. So a lot of value packed into a cool little analog mixer. Some digital features.
And we do a lot of work with Pitbull Audio. Those mixers are flying off the shelf over there, man.
Awesome, man. I'm glad you did that.
I don't know if are they part of your collection of clients, or are they one of your guys?
Oh, I manage the whole U.S. So.
Okay, so then
I'm all over the place.
Okay.
For sure. Yeah.
When are you coming out to San Diego, man?
You tell me. You tell me seriously. I'll come out to San Diego. You don't have to talk me into coming to San Diego.
I am. Yeah, especially during flooding season, right?
Yeah, exactly.
We won't talk about that story.
Oh, goodness gracious.
I won't bring that one up.
Thank you, sir.
But yeah, man, we should. I'm going to kind of put this out there. We've been doing a lot of clinics. We got Ableton Live is coming on.
Cool.
This August, we've got PRS is doing a clinic with Mark Holcomb of Periphery, and then we're doing a DW clinic in September. So that's going to be Powerful. So we should do a Presonus.
Well, I tell you what, we love events. I mean, that's kind of where the magic happens, getting in front of users and customers and getting inspired by you know what makes them you know, stoked about making music and recording and all that. So I would love to come down and do an event and, you know, a clinic or a training. So just tell me where I need to be and when. I'm there.
Well, let's I'm going to hold you to everybody. We're going to hold them to this.
Do it, man.
So if you're down in San Diego, you're going to get a chance to get out and do something pretty special with our good friends over at Pitbull Audio and Presonus here. And you know, Johnny, we've got about a minute or two left here. Tell us, what would you like the listeners to know about Presonus and the message that you guys like to deliver here for the 2017 Summer NAMM?
You know, it's just at this point, we're just trying to make, you know, full-featured solutions and just solve problems and make gear that stays out of people's way and inspires people. You know, that's the ultimate goal, is just to get people stoked and to make, you know, professional gear, but that's accessible to anyone and easy to use and at a great price point and you know, and obviously has to sound great. So, you know, it's all about just you know, inspiring people and being inspired by them.
Yeah, that is. I think that's the message: passion, inspiration, a little education. We want to make sure that the kids get out there, and that's why that $99 price point for those audio boxes is perfect for the budding recordist, producer, you know, musician who wants just an easy to use interface with really high quality.
Oh, no doubt about it.
Yeah, definitely. Well, Johnny, hey man, thank you very much.
Absolutely, Mr. Florentino. Always a pleasure.
We'll be by the booth, and we're gonna do like a couple of gear previews like we did last year.
Oh yeah,
over there. So we'll actually take a look at the gear. Thanks, brother. And this has been another EnterTalk Radio at 2017 Summer NAMM with Presonus and Johnny McAndrews. And you know, stay tuned. We've got more to come here. And thanks for tuning in. We'll be right back.